Hague police conducted a surprise raid near Lekromi Welcome Gate and seized a large quantity of illegal liquor from a white eco van. Indian Meteorological Department has forecast heavy rainfall in Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura over the next 2 to 3 days. Deadly Russia drone and missile attack hit Kiev and several other Ukrainian regions on Sunday, killing 4 civilians including a 12-year-old girl and injuring over 70 people. Mass shooting happened at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. An aspirational toilet under the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 was inaugurated at Dilong Ward, Mokokchung by Atsungba Waling ADC and CEO of Mokokchung Municipal Council. The event was attended by MMC officials, councillors and representatives of Kichu clan who donated the land for the facility. Waling said the initiative aims to improve sanitation and public health in line with SBM goal. A dedicatory prayer was offered by Pastor Monglir of MTBA. The facility is now open to the public and MMC has appealed for responsible usage and upkeep. Sosang Temba Longkumar of Longsa village, one of the eldest our community member, passed away peacefully at 108 in Mokokchung town. A World War II Labour Corps survivor, he received a pension under the Commonwealth War Pension Scheme until before the COVID-19 pandemic. He is survived by his son, daughter, 12 grandchildren and 12 great-grandchildren. Community members remembered him with respect and his legacy continues through his family and our community. May he rest in peace. The Mokokchung Municipal Council has painted vibrant Swachhata Hi Seva 2025 logos at 2 key locations in town, promoting the message of cleanliness and civic responsibility. The initiative encourages public participation in keeping Mokokchung clean and healthy, reinforcing the spirit of Swachh Bharat. As part of the Swachhata Hi Seva 2025 campaign, the Kijutip Ward EMB and Young Association have installed plastic collection bins at the key point across the ward. This initiative encourages waste segregation and support the movement towards a plastic-free and cleaner environment. Such community-led actions plays a vital role in building a healthier, more sustainable future. Students and teachers of Don Bosco Higher Secondary School carried out a cleanliness drive this morning at the Walford Supermarket Junction, earning appreciation for their inspiring initiative. Their effort highlights the power of community participations in transforming Dimapur into a cleaner, greener city. Citizens are encouraged to join hands and work together towards the vision of Garden City. The grand finale of the Associate Dean's Cup 2025 was held at the Nagaland University Kohima campus under the theme Breaking Barriers. The closing ceremony carried by Longshova Vasi Hangsing featured speeches, performance and prize distribution. Professor N. Venu, Professor Vice Chancellor, praised the organizers for fostering unity through sports. Team education and teachers education clinched the championship, while team management and electronics and communication engineers finished as runners-up. Individuals and team awards were also presented, with Chinkam Lim Best Player and Abhinath Best Keeper. A friendly match earlier saw Nerve K defeating NUSU. The event concluded with a vote of thanks and benedictions, marking a memorable end to this year's ADSU Cup. The Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee announced that Mallikarjun Kharge, President of the All India Congress Committee, will visit Kohima on October 7. NPCC leaders including President S. Subramanian Jamir shared the details during a press conference at Congress Bhavan. Kharge will address a mega rally at the NSF Solidarity Park, expecting to draw over 10,000 attendees. The visit is seen as a key step for Congress to strengthen its political foothold.
The rally is an party official. That is also one part that is purely on the political matters for how the Congress party will go ahead, and the Northeast states, especially reference to Nagaland also. And for that matter, this core committee, the senior members of the core committee and the political affairs committee will have a separate meeting with our president, and then all the TCC president also will have a separate meeting with in a different place. And before that, in the early part, starting from 11 a.m., we'll have a rally, the public rally at the NSF Solidarity Park. And that is specially reference to the safe democracy, safe secularism, and safe Nagaland. And the team will be that, and then our senior leaders are led by our honorable president, who is leader of the house in the Rajya Sabha. He will deliver the speech. So the public rally is mainly to save the democracy, to save the secularism, and to save our Nagaland. So basing on that, we're going to have the rally. There, it will come up our political agendas, our youth employment and entrepreneurs agenda also will come. The good governance also will come. Then the road connectivity, all this subject matter will come, and especially reference to the good governance and reference to our Northeast states for the secularism, that in the public rally we are going to emphasize on that subject matters. And after the rally only, the real political for the Congress activities will be delivered in the separate places after the public rally with the senior members, as I have mentioned, the political affairs committee, the core committees, and the group, and then another group will be the TCC presidents and other party workers. So those are the main agendas. So since we are going to have a rally for the further safety, and then for the welfare of our people, I'd like to build our citizens, especially citizens of Nagaland, also the minorities. I'd like to appeal to be together in the rally, discuss, and put forward the problems. Then that will carry forward by our national leaders, and that also will be one of the subject matters where
Peg police conducted a surprise raid near Lekhrumi Welcome Gate at 9:30 a.m. and seized a large quantity of illegal liquor from a white eco van. The confiscated items include 192 bottles of Kingfisher beer, 48 bottles each of Royal Stag whiskey, MC rum and MC whiskey. The operation was carried out by the Futsero PS team under the supervision of SDPO and Aussie Futsero. Further investigation is ongoing. The India Meteorological Department has forecasted heavy rainfall in Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura over the next 2 to 3 days. Authorities have urged residents to stay alert and take necessary precautions as the weather system moves through the region. The Public Health Engineering Department, Dimapur Division launched a cleanliness drive under the Swachhata Hi Seva 2025 campaign in Dhansiri Power Block. The team cleaned water sources in nearby areas in Pukaho and villages along with the main reservoir tank at village. This initiative aims to ensure clean water access and promote hygienic and sanitation in rural areas, supporting the wider goals of Swachhotsav and SHS 2025. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma announced that the state government has formally requested the Union Minister of Home Affairs to invoke the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty with Singapore in connections with the death of singer Zubin Garg. The move comes after growing public and family demands for a true investigation into the circumstances of his death in Singapore earlier this month. In a social media post, the CM said invoking MLAT would allow full cooperation from Singapore authorities, helpline access, case files, forensic reports and enabling extradition if needed. Zubin's wife Garima Sakya Garg recently filed a CID complaint naming individuals reportedly present during his final hours. A tragic accident occurred late at night on Kanai Ghat Bridge over NH39 when a speeding bolero vehicle carrying Assam individuals security force personally collided with a motorcycle. The motorcycle rider Naresh Mala died after being dragged under the vehicle. Locals rushed to help and recover the body from beneath the bolero. The incident has shocked the community and investigations are ongoing.
আমি জাহাজঘাটত গৈ আছোঁ, জাহাজঘাট পাই বাদুবদলি কৰি আহি আছোঁ। আহি থাকোঁতে এইফালৰপৰা বেছিকৈ ৰাস্তাটো আহি আছোঁ। এইফালৰপৰা আহি এখন গাড়ী এখন খুন্দা মাৰি বাইকখন খুন্দা মাৰি বাইকখন লাগলা পৰি যায় আপোনাৰ গাড়ী। সেই মুহূৰ্ততে গাড়ীখন আহি পেলাই মোৰতো এই ড্ৰাইভাৰে চলাই আহিছে, তাৰপিছত সিফালে এটা সৰু এটা গাড়ী আছে, তাত খুন্দা মাৰি পেলাই আমাৰ গাড়ী ডাইৰেক্ট সোমাই গৈছে। সেইটোৱে দেখিছোঁ।
মানে সৰু গাড়ীয়ে খুন্দিয়ে আপোনালোকৰ গাড়ীত
ইয়াত চুৰিকে পৰিছে।
হয় নেকি?
আমি দেখা মাছ আমি কি বিচাৰ কৰোঁ।
এটা এক্সিডেণ্ট হৈছে, আমি ইয়াতে অলপ দৌৰি আহিছোঁ, আহি পেলাই দেখিছোঁ পুলিচৰ গাড়ী খুন্দাই বহুত দূৰৰ পৰা লৈ আহিছে। বহুত দূৰৰ মানুহজন এতিয়া গাড়ীৰ তলতে আছে, আপোনালোকে চাব পাৰে। ডেড বডি একদম মৃত্যু হৈ গৈছে।
পুলিচৰ গাড়ীয়ে যদি মানুহ মাৰি দিয়ে, পাব্লিকৰ গাড়ীয়ে কি নকৰিব? ড্ৰাইভাৰ পলালে কেলে? পুলিচে মানে দিন কৰি
কানেক্টিং মোৰ এটা শব্দ শুনিলোঁ, শব্দ শুনি পিনে মই উঠি আহিলোঁ। উঠি আহি পিনে দেখিছোঁ এই এটা ইয়াত হেৰি হৈছে, এক্সিডেণ্ট হৈছে। ড্ৰিংকছ কৰি আহিছে সিহঁতক গোটেই।
Manipur's Additional Chief Secretary Anurag Bajpai announced plans to declare Karungpat, a 227-hectare wetland in southern Kakching district, as an official bird sanctuary. The move aims to protect endangered and vulnerable bird species and promote biodiversity conservation and ecotourism. Supported by the Loktak Development Authority and local communities, the sanctuary will safeguard natural habitat for residents and migratory birds. The Forest Department has begun the legal process under Section 18 of the Wildlife Protection Act, with final notification pending from the Deputy Commissioner. Karunpat already met criteria as a potential Ramsar site hosting over 20,000 migratory birds. A joint team of the Manipur Pollution Control Board and police seized over 30,000 kg of illegal single-use plastic carry bags from a log godown in Nalakuti, Imphal East. The plastic belonged to Narayan Saha, a Muzaffarpur native now living in Mangalampal. Saha's wife was arrested and taken into custody. Officials plan to hand over the seized plastic to local authorities and send it for recycling outside the state. Authorities urge the public to avoid using plastic bags and switch to alternative.
We have received a very reliable information that some plastic carry bags, illegal plastic carry bags are being found, are being stored at Nltv godown. So our staff went to the spot, and at the spot we found that the doors were locked. So we informed the SDC and the concerned executive officers. In the presence of them, the lock was broken and open, and we found this around 1,000 bags of plastic carry bags, and one bag contains around 30 kgs of plastic carry bags. So altogether 30,000 kg of plastic carry bags are now found inside the godown. We are going to hand it over to the executive, to the extension officer of the Nltv Panchayat, and after that we'll discuss and send it back to a recycling center outside the state. So we appeal to all the public to stop using such type of illegal plastic carry bags. We have a lot of alternatives, so the public are advised. In fact, we appeal them to use the alternative plastic carry bags. We have received a very reliable information that some
Dr. Robin Hisang Tadung, principal of Government College, SEPA, has received the International Millennium Impact Award 2025 in the Academic Entrepreneurship category, conferred by the Sri Paramans Education and Research Foundation Trust. The award recognizes his contribution to political science, especially in areas like water politics, customary law, and indigenous knowledge. Dr. Tadung is also known for his book Tales from the Dawn-lit Mountains and his participation in global academic forums. The condolence service for Brigadier Kamaining Kapai of the Naga Army was held today at Town Hall, Ukhrul, drawing hundreds from all walks of life. Brigadier Kapai, a dedicated soldier who had enlisted in 1997, passed away on September 27 at Zion Hospital, Dimapur, following a sudden hypertensive stroke. Tributes highlighted his unwavering dedication, patriotism, and service to the Naga nation. Condolence message poured in from various Tangkhul organizations, the Naga Army's General Headquarters, and the Ceasefire Monitoring Office. His moral remains have been taken to native village for final rites. Tensions flared in Gomati district after idols at the community Durga Puja Pandal in Dharmabari were found vandalized early Sunday morning. The damage discovered by locals triggered outrage among residents and puja organizers. A committee member claimed the incident likely occurred during the early hours as volunteers had been working late into Saturday night. Gomati SP Dr. Kiran Kumar K visited the site with senior officers and assured that strict action will follow. Security has been tightened and police are scanning CCTV footage from nearby areas as the pandal lacked surveillance despite guidelines mandating it for such events.
আমার দুর্গা মায়ের অনেকগুলো পাশাপাশি এবং মহিষাসুরের হাত ভেঙে দিয়েছে, ময়ূরটাকে ভেঙে দিয়েছে, কার্তিকের হাত ভেঙে দিয়েছে, মা লক্ষ্মীর হাত ভেঙে দেওয়া হয়েছে।
কারা দিয়েছে কিছু জানা গেছে?
এটা এখন পর্যন্ত কিছু আসেনি সামনে, নিশ্চয়ই কোথাও না কোথাও একটা অ্যাঙ্গেল, এবং আমি প্রায়ই প্রশাসনকে সেই জিনিসটাই বার্তা দিতে চাইতেছি যে এখানে একটা অ্যাঙ্গেল তো কাজ করছে, ঠিক। এবার সেই অ্যাঙ্গেলগুলোকে খোঁজার জন্য প্রশাসনকে দেখানো হয়েছে। প্রশাসনের এসপি সাহেব থেকে শুরু করে সবাই এসছেন, দেখেছেন। এখন সিসিটিভি ক্যামেরাগুলো দেখবেন, দেখে কি বিষয়টা আসবে সেটা।
কোন পূজা মন্দির এটা?
এটা ব্রহ্মাবাড়ি স্থিত ব্রহ্মা মন্দিরেরই पूजा पांडव।
कुछ पार्ट्स रात में कोई थोड़ा ऐसा बोल रहे थे, हम लोग भी देख रहे क्या है इधर आसपास सीसीटीवी या कुछ है तो हम लोग देख रहे हैं, अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है।
अब तो मुक्ति तो तोड़ दिया, तो अभी के इसके बारे में इंक्वायरी होगा पूरा।
हाँ हो रहा है ना, मैं पता है।
अच्छा, रात क्यों हुआ है?
रात में हुआ है
तो नाइट शिफ्ट में रहते, नाइट ड्यूटी तो रहते
इधर ही था, डिप्लोमेंट इधर ही रहता है, इसलिए देख रहे हैं क्या है इन्वेस्टिगेशन।
सर दुर्गा पूजा में तो सीसीटीवी लगाने की बात था, तो यहाँ पर क्या सीसीटीवी है क्या?
We will now take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back to the news. A truck driver was electrocuted after touching a low-hanging high-tension wire along NH37 at Kamai. Fortunately, the driver is reported to be out of danger. The dangerously low wire has raised public safety concern, prompting calls for urgent action by authorities to prevent further incidents. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav virtually flagged off 7 trains from Bihar, including 3 Amrit Bharat Express service. The new Amrit Bharat Express trains will run from Muzaffarpur to Chalapalli, Darbhanga to Mother Junction, and Chhapra to Anand Vihar terminal, boosting connectivity for Bihar's residents. This service aims to enhance economic growth, tourism, trade, and employment opportunities in the state.
आज हम चालू करेंगे 7 नई गाड़ियां दरभंगा से अजमेर अमृत भारत चालू करेंगे, जिसके ऊपर बहुत ही बड़ी डिमांड थी लंबे समय से, जयपुर से, अजमेर से और वहां रहने वाले हमारे प्रवासी बिहारी भाई और बहनों की डिमांड आती थी। फिर मुजफ्फरपुर से हैदराबाद अमृत भारत एक्सप्रेस चालू करेंगे, ये भी हमारे प्रवासी बिहारी भाई और बहनों की बहुत बड़ी डिमांड आती थी। फिर छपरा से दिल्ली ये भी एक नई चालू करेंगे अमृत भारत एक्सप्रेस, और पैसेंजर गाड़ियां 4 चालू करेंगे, झाझा से दानापुर, पटना से बक्सर, नवादा से पटना और पटना से इस्लामपुर। तो आप सबको
The body of Chatni Devi, 30 years, was reported missing since Saturday, was found wrapped in a sack of the terrace of her home in Barrage village. The foul smell alerted relatives during house cleaning on Monday morning. Chandni's husband Prajpati Mishra said this earlier complaint to police was dismissed as she was believed to have run away. Villagers protested, accusing police of negligence. Mohania DSP Pradeep Kumar confirmed the murder likely occurred inside the house. The body has been sent for post-mortem.
मोहनिया थाना अंतर्गत प्रजापति मिश्रा बरेज गांव में मेन रोड जीटी रोड के ही बगल में घर है। इनकी पत्नी चांदनी देवी का घर में ही मृत बॉडी मिला है, जिसकी पुलिस जांच कर रही है और इस पर अभी एफएसएल टीम को बुलाया गया है। एफएसएल टीम भी रास्ते में है, सासाराम से आ रही है और हम लोग इंक्वेस्ट करा रहे हैं। अब बॉडी को पोस्टमार्टम के लिए सदर हॉस्पिटल भभुआ भेजे। प्रथम दृष्टया लग रहा है हत्या किया हुआ है। वहाँ पर बॉडी को देखने से लग रहा है कि वहाँ ब्लड गिरा हुआ है और 24 घंटा से लग रहा है ज़्यादा हो गया। हमारे घर में ही, घर 2 तल्ला है, दूसरे प्रथम तल पर बॉडी घर के अंदर रखा हुआ है।
जो आरोपी है, जो भी आरोप किया हुआ है, उसको पहले पकड़ करके यहाँ पर लेके आए, उसके बाद अपना जाएगा। नहीं तो हम चक्का जाम करेंगे, रोड जाम करेंगे, फिर बहुत बवाल होने वाला है।
नारू का चलन है, सास में क्या करके भागी है, स्वयं तो होगा 74 गाँव में लिखे है आवेदन कि हत्याकांड हुआ है, हमारा संस्था है, हम डरते नहीं है। आगे बच्चा का अकेला पाके को मुआ दिले बड़ा देखा जाए भैया, वो कहते कि तुम्हारा पेंडिंग हुआ है, भाग गई है, नहीं लिखा है। 5 गो आवेदन हम पुलिस दरोगा के प्रभावी बा, एकदम मोहनिया थाना के दरोगा के प्रभावी बा, हम सफाई जान ले चले बा।
को कल 5 बजे सुबह में फोन किए कि हमारी पत्नी।
A protest over an I Love Muhammad graffiti in Maharashtra's Alyan Nagar turned violent, leading police to baton charge stone pelting protesters who blocked a main road. One person was arrested for the graffiti, but protests continued. At least 30 people were detained. Police urged calm, and CM Devendra Fadnavis condemned efforts to polarize society, promising an investigation. Jammu and Kashmir CM Omar Abdullah accused the center of betraying Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir by breaking promises and delaying statehood restoration. He said the 6th schedule promise to Ladakh was unrealistic due to security concern. Abdullah also criticized the detention of Ladakh leader Sonam Wangchuk amid protests for statehood and 6th schedule inclusion. Despite completed election, the delay in granting statehood has deepened public mistrust.
when he आज तो लद्दाखी भी हमारे I mean we are चलो as we say ना पुराने पापी but look at the people of Ladakh and what we are doing to them today. A gentleman who until yesterday was I mean दूध का धुला हुआ. When he praised the Prime Minister, nobody found fault with him. He praised the Prime Minister as an environmental warrior, thanked him profusely for 2019 for fulfilling the dreams of the Ladakhis by giving them Union Territory status. Today, suddenly, we found a Pakistani connection. Where? In 2 days. 2 days ago, there was no Pakistani connection. Now suddenly there is one. And then you wonder why there is a trust deficit. When you wanted the people of Ladakh to participate in the Hill Council elections, you promised them 6th schedule, knowing fully well that giving 6th schedule to Ladakh is all but impossible. Because 6th schedule makes it impossible to acquire land even for defense purposes. And a territory that shares frontiers with China on one side and Pakistan on the other, how can you not have a sizable defense set up there? So where will the 6th schedule work? But at that time, because you wanted them to participate in elections, you promised it to them, and today you're reaping the benefits of that. In Jammu and Kashmir, you told us it's a 3-stage process. That first delimitation will happen, then elections will happen, then statehood will happen. The first 2 processes you complete. The third process then goes nowhere. And then you wonder why there is a trust deficit. आज तो लद्दाखी भी हमारे I mean, we are, चलो as we say ना पुराने पापी.
2 members of an ATM fraud gang were arrested following an encounter with police in Crossing Republic area. When stopped by a women's police team for routine checking, the suspect opened fire. In the exchange, Zahid was shot in the leg while his accomplice Irshad was captured. Authorities recovered 25 ATM cards, rupees 5,100 cash and a pistol. Both suspects have prior criminal records. Zahid faced charges of fake currency supply and treason. Irshad is charged with ATM fraud and theft. Police are investigating them and searching for other gang members.
आज दिनांक 29/9/2025 को समय सुबह 6:30 बजे के आसपास थाना क्रॉसिंग रिपब्लिक में मिशन शक्ति फेज 5 के अंतर्गत शक्ति ऑन व्हील्स के प्रोग्राम के तहत एसओ क्रॉसिंग रिपब्लिक में महिला पुलिस टीम के द्वारा 2 चेक पॉइंट लगाकर एक एबीएस कॉलेज के सामने और एक चिपियान अंडरपास के नीचे चेकिंग की जा रही थी। उसी वक्त एक बिना नंबर प्लेट की बाइक सवार 2 व्यक्तियों को आता हुआ देखकर इन टीम के द्वारा रुकने का इशारा किया गया, बट उनके द्वारा रुकने के बजाय पुलिस टीम के ऊपर जान से मारने की नीयत से एक फायर किया गया। जब पुलिस टीम के द्वारा इनका पीछा किया गया तो इनके द्वारा रुकने के बजाय एबीएस कॉलेज के साइड से जो कच्चा रास्ता जा रहा है उसकी तरफ अपनी बाइक मोड़ दी गई और पुलिस टीम को आता हुआ देखकर इन्होंने दोबारा से फायर किया। जब पुलिस टीम ने जवाबी कार्रवाई में आत्मरक्षार्थ हेतु गोली चलाई तो इनमें से एक व्यक्ति जाहिद के पैर में गोली लग गई और दूसरे व्यक्ति इरशाद को महिला पुलिस टीम के द्वारा घेर कर पकड़ लिया गया। जब सघन पूछताछ की गई तो ये पता चला कि जाहिद और इरशाद ये कुख्यात किस्म के अपराधी हैं और जाहिद पर कई मुकदमे हैं जिसमें कुछ तो बहुत ही गंभीर धारा की अपराध हैं, जैसे कि इन्हें एटीएस के द्वारा भी पास्ट में 2 बार पकड़ा गया है, जाली करेंसी के अपराध हैं और इस पर गैंगस्टर एक्ट की कार्रवाई भी प्रचलित है। इनके पास से 25 एटीएम कार्ड, एक चोरी की केटीएम बाइक और 5100 रुपये और जिंदा कारतूस, खोखा कारतूस और एक
The carcass of an adult male wolf was found in Majora Togli village, Barraj, amid efforts to tackle wolf effects that have killed 4 children and injured 16 people. Officials await the post-mortem report to confirm if it is the man-eating wolf terrorizing the area. UP CM Yogi Adityanath have ordered the capture or eliminating of the wolf threatening local safety. The attack have caused widespread fear in Kesarganj and Masi tehsils.
सर्च और रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन में ये रोहितपुरवा एक मजरा है, माजरा तौकली का। यहाँ पर जो है एक भेड़िया जो है मृत अवस्था में प्राप्त हुआ है। उसको जो है वृक्षा में लेकर उसकी पोस्टमार्टम कार्रवाई की जा रही है। इसकी संभावना हो सकती है। नर भेड़िया नर वयस्क भेड़िया है। इसको डॉक्टर्स की टीम गठित करके वेटरनरी डॉक्टर्स की पोस्टमार्टम करवाया जाएगा। इसके उपरांत नियमानुसार जो कार्रवाई होती है वन्यजीवों की वो की जाएगी। चार जो है डेथ्स हुई हैं और 16 इंजरी। सर्च और रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन में ये रोहितपुरवा एक
12 tourist destinations in Jammu and Kashmir have reopened after a security review month following the deadly terror attack in Pahalgam. The decision was made at a unified headquarters meeting chairman by Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha. The reopened sites all in Kashmir division include Aru Valley, Rafting Point, Yanir, Hakat Park, Parshahi Park, Dara Shikoi Garden, Kaman Post and Eco Park K. After the April 22 attack that killed 26 people, nearly 50 tourist spots were closed as a safety measure. Security have now been significantly exchanged in the reopened area to protect tourists and locals. Congress leader Vijay Wadetiwar has condemned an immediate special sessions of the Maharashtra Legislative to address severe flooding and damage caused by the heavy rain. In a letter to Governor Acharya Devarath, Wadetiwar highlighted the emergency in Marathwada, Vidarbha and Western Maharashtra, urging the government to declare a wet drought and announce a financial relief package for affected farmers and residents. He pointed out massive crop destruction on 4 lakh hectares, loss of livestock, damaged homes, power outage, broken road and a public health crisis due to contaminated water. Wadetiwar also called for urgent police action, warm loan waivers and compensation based on proper damage assessment. This follows a similar damage demand by NCP leader Jayant Patil, who requested a 3-day special session to discuss the crisis.
आज माननीय राज्यपाल महोदयांना पत्र लिहून महाराष्ट्रामध्ये विशेष अधिवेशन बोलण्याची मागणी केली। संपूर्ण महाराष्ट्र अतिवृष्टीमुळे बाधित झालाय। जवळपास 50 लाख हेक्टर जमीन ही उद्ध्वस्त झाली, शेती उद्ध्वस्त झाली, पिकं उद्ध्वस्त झाले आणि सरकार कुठलीही मदत करायला तयार नाही। निकष लावण्यामध्ये आणि खोटी आश्वासनं देण्यामध्ये सरकार व्यस्त आहे। शेतकऱ्यांच्या घरांचं नुकसान झालं, जनावरांचं नुकसान झालं। आज माननीय राज्य
Delhi woke up to a warm Monday with a minimum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius, 4.7 degrees above average. The Indian Meteorological Department forecast a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy skies. At 8:30 a.m., humidity was 76% and the air quality index was 113, indicating moderate air quality. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri announced a major new rail connectivity project between India and Bhutan at a press conference with Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. He highlighted strong bilateral ties with regular high-level visits and India's key role in Bhutan's development. India has pledged rupees 10,000 crore for Bhutan's 13th five-year plan, doubling previous aid. The new railway project aims to enhance connectivity and boost economic growth between the two countries. Three people, including a senior citizen and a 12-year-old minor, died in a suspected hit-and-run near Mukundpur flyover and Outer Ring Road, Jahangirpuri, Delhi. The incident occurred around 12:05 a.m. on Monday. Police found no CCTV cameras or eyewitness at the scene but are investigating for clues. The victims are identified as Shahid 60 years, Faiz 28 years and Hamza 12 years. A case has been registered at Jahangirpuri police station.
ये भाई हैं मेरे वाले और ये अपनी बेटी के यहाँ उत्तम नगर गए थे, पूरी फैमिली गई थी सर। वहाँ से इन्होंने बच्चों को तो कैब करा दी वापस आते हैं और ख़ुद जो है बेटे के साथ और एक नवासा इनके साथ था और उसको लेके ये बाइक से आ रहे थे। तो जब हम लोग मुकुंदपुर फ्लाईओवर से उतरते हैं वहाँ पे पीछे से एक कार ने हिट करा और ये अपनी बाइक से गिरे और दूसरी कार वाले ने इनके ऊपर से चाहता हुआ निकल और कार की स्पीड बताई जा रही है कि बहुत बेतुकी स्पीड थी, बहुत ज़्यादा, जिसकी वजह से हमें इतना बड़ा झटका लगा कि हम कुछ कहने की स्थिति में हैं नहीं।
अच्छा, जो तीनों आदमी एक ही परिवार, एक ही सदस्य हैं परिवार के?
हाँ, एक दो बाप बेटे हैं और एक उनकी बेटी का बेटा है,
नाते हैं।
हाँ।
अच्छा,
जैसे इस बाहर जितना दिल्ली में भीड़ भाड़ है उस एरिया को देख कर इतनी गाड़ी स्पीड में लाना, तो दूसरे को
एक सबसे बड़ा अफसोस ये है कि अब इस परिवार का तो सहारा नहीं बचा।
सारा परिवार इन्हीं पे डिपेंड करता है।
दोनों बाप बेटे चले गए और क्या बचेगा?
सारा परिवार
हैं, हम लोग भाई हैं, सब है, ठीक है, लेकिन एक जो बाप अपने बच्चों के लिए कर सकते हैं वो कोई भी कर सकता है।
कौन सी गाड़ियाँ थी? स्विफ्ट और बलिनो पता लगी है, कंफर्मेशन अभी है नहीं, बाकी जो पता लगी है वो यही है कि स्विफ्ट और बलिनो है। पुलिस की जांच क्या रही है?
पुलिस की जांच अभी अपना कर रही है, पुलिस अपनी जांच कर रही है।
Defense Minister Rajnath Singh addressed the Indian Coast Guard Commanders Conference underlining the complexities of maritime security. He noted that unlike land borders, permanent structures cannot mark maritime boundaries, complicating security efforts along India's vast coastline, including the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Seeing one of threats from disguised vessels such as terrorists using fishing boats, he praised advancement in technology, especially drone, for enhancing surveillance and coastal security.
आप मानचित्र पर समुद्री सीमा खींच सकते हैं, लेकिन पानी पर कोई ऐसी दीवार या तारबंदी नहीं होती जो उस सीमा को अस्थायी रूप से चिन्हित कर सके। यही कारण है कि समुद्री सुरक्षा अनप्रेडिक्टेबल होती है और इसकी निगरानी कहीं अधिक जटिल होती है, कठिन होती है। साथियों, आप सब जानते ही हैं कि भारत का कोस्टल एरिया अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 7,500 किलोमीटर से भी अधिक लंबा है और यह दुनिया के सबसे बड़े तटीय विस्तारों में से एक है। इसमें न केवल मेनलैंड की सीमाएं शामिल हैं, बल्कि अंडमान निकोबार और लक्षद्वीप जैसे द्वीप समूह भी इसमें आते हैं। इतने विशाल तट में और खुले समुद्र में खतरे कुछ दृश्य भी होते हैं, कुछ अदृश्य भी होते हैं। एक तस्करी करने वाला जहाज साधारण मछली पकड़ने वाली नाव की तरह दिख सकता है। एक आतंकित, और यह बात मैं होम मिनिस्टर के रूप में गया था कोस्ट गार्ड के लोगों के कार्यक्रम में, उस समय लोगों ने मुझे बतलाई थी और वहां प्रेजेंटेशन भी किया था। एक आतंकी समूह इंटरनेशनल वाटर का फायदा उठाकर भारतीय सीमा के करीब तक भी वह आ सकता है। इसके अलावा समुद्र में स्मगलिंग, पायरेसी, इलीगल फिशिंग, ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग और मैरीटाइम टेररिज्म, यह सब एक साथ चल सकता है। इन सभी गतिविधियों को समय पर पहचानना और इनको रोक पाना, यह तभी संभव है जब हमारे पास अत्याधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी हो और साथ ही ट्रेनिंग फोर्स हो, तभी संभव है। साथियों, इंडियन कोस्ट गार्ड के सामने आज अनेक प्रकार की चुनौतियां खड़ी हैं और ये चुनौतियां अब पहले जैसी ट्रेडिशनल नहीं रह रही हैं, बल्कि एकदम यह नए तरीके की तस्करी, अवैध मछली पकड़ना या समुद्री घुसपैठ जैसी गतिविधियां पहले कुछ निश्चित तरीकों की होती थी। उस समय अपराधियों के पास लिमिटेड टेक्नोलॉजी भी थी और उनका तरीका भी कोई असाधारण नहीं कह सकते, बल्कि साधारण ही हुआ करता था। लेकिन आज का समय पूरी तरह से बदल चुका है। आज टेक्नोलॉजी हर क्षेत्र में एक निर्णायक भूमिका का निर्वाह कर रही है और टेक्नोलॉजी हमें अवसर दे रही है, तो साथ ही साथ हमारे सामने बहुत बड़े बड़े चैलेंजेस भी खड़ा कर रही है। और जिस तरह टेक्नोलॉजी ने हमारे जीवन को आसान बनाया है, उसी तरह अपराधियों और तस्करों के लिए भी यह नए रास्ते भी खोल रही है। और अब समुद्री अपराध केवल नाव या केवल जहाज तक सीमित नहीं रहते। ड्रोन सर्विलेंस, ड्रोन आजकल बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा रहा है। ड्रोन सर्विलेंस, सैटेलाइट बेस्ड नेविगेशन और इनक्रिप्टेड कम्युनिकेशन एप्स और डार्क वेब के जरिए स्मगलिंग नेटवर्क को संचालित करना, ये सब अब एक वास्तविकता बन चुकी है।
A deadly Russia drone and missile attack hit Kiev and several other Ukrainian regions on Sunday, killing 4 civilians, including 12-year-old girl, and injuring over 70 people. Ukraine's air defense intercepted most of the 595 drone and 48 missile launches. The assault targeted Kiev, Zaporizhia, Khmelnytskyi, Sumy, Mykolaiv, Chernihiv, and Odessa, damaging over 100 civilian structures. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the attack, calling for global pressure on Russia to end the war. This strike followed the UN General Assembly and drew response from world leaders, with US President Donald Trump urging NATO to shoot down Russian drones. Russia Foreign Minister Sergei warned of a strong response to any aggression against Russia. F1 world champion Max Verstappen claimed victory in the GT3 debut at Nürburgring Series Round 9, driving a Ferrari 296 GT3. Indian endurance racer Akshay Gupta finished 4th in the VT2 F4WD class after a tough race, battling setbacks including a teammate's spin and a delayed qualifying due to fog. Gupta remained hopeful to secure a podium in the final NLS round and will test an Aston Martin GT4 for 2026 plans. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is heading to Washington for a crucial meeting with US President Donald Trump amid growing global pressure to end the Gaza war. Despite recently rejecting ceasefire demands at the UN, Israel is losing support as countries like Britain, France, Canada, and Australia recognize Palestinian statehood. Meanwhile, 28 Western-aligned nations urge Israel to pause its offensive and allow humanitarian aid. The Gaza death toll has surpassed 66,000, with 90% of its population displaced and famine looming. A mass shooting happened at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Tom Jacob Sanford, 40 years an Iraq war veteran and former U.S. Marine, drove his truck into the church, started shooting and set the building on fire. 2 people died and 10 were injured. Sanford was later killed in a police shootout. Authorities said he was a far-right extremist and supporter of President Donald Trump. The attack caused heavy damage to the church. This is the 318th mass shooting in the United States this year. Police are still investigating and the community is mourning the victims. In Haifa, Israel, gratitude is finally being given to Indian soldiers who liberated the city in 1918, correcting decades of textbook that credited the British. Haifa's mayor Yona Mahaf now proudly states it wasn't the British, it was the Indians. During the World War I, Indian Cavalry Regiment, Mysore, Hyderabad and Jodhpur Lancers charged Ottoman forces armed only with spears and swords in what is called the last great cavalry campaign. They captured Haifa after a daring assault on Mount Carmel. Major Thakur Dalpat Singh, hailed as the hero of the Haifa, led the attack but died from his injuries. The troops captured 700 prisoners, 17 field guns and 11 machine guns. Today, HEFA honors these Indian soldiers through textbooks, ceremonies and memorials to preserve their legacy. That is all for the Nltv English.